Hello guys and welcome back to the Classwarrior87 Dark Souls Prepare to Die Edition playthrough. Before we start, I did just run back to the Undead Asylum to pick up the rusted iron ring which I missed on the previous video. Apologies for that. But yeah, I've got it now, and today we're doing Sen's Fortress. This is actually one of the more fun areas of the game in my opinion, despite that, you know, the first time you come through here it can be an absolute nightmare with a combination of tough enemies and deadly traps. However, you can make this place a lot easier by using the traps to kill the tough enemies, and that, I believe, is what you're meant to do in this place. For instance, there was a pressure plate trap about here which fires an arrow from this little cut in the stairs there. Well, rather it fires three projectiles, which if all three of them hit one of these guys in the back, it's instant death for them. It's a nice easy way of dealing with them. But because this is actually quite a short area and I'm going to make it its own video, I could probably rush through here in about 10 or 15 minutes. I'm not going to do that though. I'm going to actually explore and get all the treasures and show you where everything is in this place, so you've got some idea of because there's actually quite a few good items around here, some hidden areas and such like. One thing I won't be doing though is going down into the tar pit to fight the Titanite demons, because I hate those things. And it takes too damn long to kill them all. I will be coming back at some point to kill them, but I probably won't be recording that, mainly because it's boring. Although there isn't really anything outside of Demon Titanite that I want from down there. Remember that you can always use these edges, and you can use gravity and traps to your advantage in this place. The enemies take a beating in here, so it's often better to use the traps to kill the enemies. These swinging... oh god, that was close. These swinging axes are really useful for killing the giant snake guys. As for this one, I tend to just run around, activate the trap, and watch as he dies. I needed some of those as well. 2 seconds, I have a phone call. What? Just out like a meal. Just as a Big Mac meal. Spot on like. Right, yeah. So far so good. I do think this is one of the easier areas in the game, although it's not immediately easy, because, you know, the traps and stuff, if you're not familiar with it, then there's a lot to learn. But once you know what you're doing in this place, it's really not too difficult. On this bit you've got to watch out for the boulders. There's actually a 4-way boulder system where you can move a lever and it, you know, it rolls the boulders down different ways. Like I said about using traps to your advantage on this bit, I'm using the traps to kill these snake guys off. Sometimes when you come through here for the first time, these guys will already be dead. I don't know why they're not here, but you can't kick these guys back, but you can, if you block their attacks, they sort of push themselves back, so you can use that to your advantage. Or if you can get a well-timed backstab, you can kick them off the edge. Normal kicks do not affect these guys at all though, so it's best to just use yourself and your shield like this. There you go, nice and easy. If you came to the gate of Sen's Fortress before this, then you may remember speaking to this guy.
Forgive me, I was absorbed in thought.
Sigmire of Katarina.
Sigmire of Katarina. Quite honestly, I've run flat up against a wall.
He has quite a long quest chain of different things that you need to do, but if you do it all right and he survives and you free his daughter from the Duke's archives and everything, you will get a Titanite slab basically. And he gives you various rewards for helping him along the way as well. In this playthrough I will be helping him as much as I can. I can't guarantee that I'll finish his quest chain though, because is the event involving him in Lost Islip is quite well, it's subject to change really. I can't guarantee anything with that. Just gotta make sure you speak to this guy. And then you don't need to speak to him again after that until you get to Analondo, where you'll find him in a room in Gwyn's Keep. But like I say, with Sen's Fortress I will be fully exploring the place. I'll be demonstrating all the treasures and stuff that I can be bothered to get. I'm not going down into the tar pits though, because I can't be bothered fighting Titanite demons. It's not because they're that hard really, it's just because it's time consuming. I don't want to put that into this video. I'll tell you what's down there though. There's a few random like souls and stuff, and there's also the scythe, which isn't really a scythe. It's more like a naginata, sort of bladed pole arm or pole axe. It's a very interesting weapon, and its heavy attack's got this sort of double spinning attack, which I think is maybe unique to that weapon. Also got the ring of steel protection there, which increases your physical defense. It's very useful, especially if you're a sort of if you're a tank character like I am on this one. There's another snake guy through here, but as you can see there's a pressure plate on the floor there. This one's a bit trickier than the previous ones. You've got to make sure you don't get stuck on those ridges by the door. And if you just trigger it and stick to the wall here... Oh, one of them missed, unfortunately. So I'm going to have to deal with this guy probably. They're not too hard, these guys. They're quite easy to just backstab if you can get behind them. Yep, sorry about that pause there. I was just getting a drink. Now, it's tempting to try and run up here. Well, you may have heard the noise there. That was the lever turning, which now means that the boulder that was over there is now going to be coming down here. It's quite easy, especially if you've got light armor, so you can run faster, to run to the right here and up the stairs and get to the top before the next boulder comes. It's also a good way of getting yourself killed. I'm not going to do that because I want to go down the proper way and show you the easier way to do it, because there's also some treasures down there that I want. Sorcerer gear and sorcery hush. No use to me whatsoever, but you know, if you're wanting to be a sorcerer, then fair enough. That's where you find your hush sorcery. That's one way up to the lever. I'm gonna go right down the bottom and then return to this place though, because I want to kill the mimic down there, and I want to get the gold covered serpent ring or whatever it's called. Best to just follow the boulder to the bottom. Now you'll see the boulders falling down into this hole down here. What you need to do is just keep letting them go into the hole, and eventually the hole will fill up. There's no point in going down that ladder. I don't even know why they bothered putting that there, to be honest. Usually takes a while for the hole to fill up. With a couple of boulders and it'll be full. Yep, one more, and then once it's full, something interesting will occur. See the hole's actually filled up now. And the next boulder that comes down smashes through the wall, allowing me to pick this up. It's a very nice ring which increases item drop rates, or drop chance. So it makes it easier if you're looking for rare items, you can equip that, and it helps you find things basically. Now, don't be fooled by this thing here, it's not a treasure chest. If you look closely, it is moving, which is never a good sign. This is usually, I think this is the first mimic that you come across in the game, providing that you actually explore Sen's Fortress properly. You've got to watch out for these things. Don't try to open them because they may kill you. So what you can do is use that to your advantage and get a few free shots in before he's actually, before he actually start. Watch out for that grab attack as well. If he gets you with that, there's a good chance he'll kill you. Quite easy to avoid though. But you got to watch out for some of the attacks. They can do a lot of damage, especially the flying kick that they do. And main thing is just that was too damn close. You got to watch out for those grabs. You can stagger these though if you hit them hard. They're not too difficult really, but if you're underpowered, they can be a bit overwhelming. Lightning spear, nice. Probably not be using that to be honest. Now you gotta watch out for this lift, it's a trap. You need to get off as soon as you can. Otherwise it goes up and into the spikes and you die. Not a nice way to go. Now I'm back where I pointed out before was the way up to the lever, where I found the sorcery spells, sorcery hush was down there, along with the black sorcerer gear. This is the proper way up to the top. Although if you just want to save on time, you're not bothered about exploring, feel free to run up there. It's a nice easy way to do it. Now the best thing to do here is to turn it so that it pushes the boulders down that way. It's this mechanism basically, wherever the lever's pointed is where it's going to push the boulders away from. So by doing that and pushing the boulders down there, it's broken a hole through the wall. There's a decent soul item down there. I think it's like soul of a hero or something like that. I'm just gonna let the boulders kill the snake first though. Because I can't really be bothered fighting. Move it away because I want to go down there now. This is mainly for sorcerers. You don't really need to meet this guy for any reason if you're not interested in learning sorceries, because this guy is a sorcery teacher. He sells you the best spells basically.
I am Logan. I'm a bit cooped up, as you can see. I have a bright idea. Suppose you set me free. I'm old and empty-handed, but I could repay you with knowledge of sorcery. This place is melting my mind. The inactivity is repressive.
If you've got the master key, you can let him out. If not, I'll be showing you where the key for the shortcut and the cage is.
Oh, heavens! Thank you, and I'll have to resume my travels. But I must log a few things first, and I will briefly speak with me there.
You'll find him near the little well with the body laid over it at Firelink's shrine. Soul of a hero hit there. That gives you a pretty decent amount of souls. It's worth coming down there just for that actually. Whether or not you want a free Logan is up to you. You can kill him if you want. Totally up to you. Although if you do his quest chain properly, you can actually get some good sorcery and you can get his robes and his hat and everything. Again though, totally up to you. Oh shit! Okay, that was just stupid. Although it did remind me that I forgot to pick up the shottle or the shotel, whatever you want to call it. I'm not really sure on the pronunciation of that. It's like, you can see it glowing in the distance there up above Siegmeyer. To get it, all you gotta do is just jump off up the top of those stairs there to the right. May take a little bit of damage, but it's not much. It's worth it for the weapon. It's actually pretty cool. It's a sort of hand scythe, which I think counts as a short sword or something, and it does damage through shields due to its curved shape. It actually goes around a shield. If you want to upgrade that with elemental damage, it can be a pretty deadly weapon, especially in two hands. Also, if you speak to Shiva of the East, who's the guy who wears this armor that I'm wearing in Blighttown, he can give you another shuttle if you want to dual wield them or something. You can always do that. Let's see if I can get the hell down here before these boulders kill me. Yeah, no problem. I would run upwards at the boulder, but I just can't be bothered. I know I won't make it with this armor, and I'm so lazy I can't be bothered to take my armor off. So it's back to doing things the easy, long way. Don't need to worry about this lever anymore. There's a trap here. Easiest thing to do is just run and jump and just roll. Can't hit you if you do that. Well, this is a bit that some people find a little intimidating. All of these swinging axes are very, very close together. There's no space to stop in between them, so simple thing, just run. And then you get to the other end, and there's an angry snake. But I'm not going to fight him like a real man. I'm going to let him fall to his death, because that's how a badass plays, basically. There's another guy around here with he's guarding something, but you know what I'm going to do, so... Oh, I totally forgot about that one. Nice try. Once again, nice try. That's pretty much the hardest bits of Sen's Fortress done with now. Just gets easier from here on out. One little tricky bit left, although I find it quite easy. It's a very narrow walkway. There's a snake over there who shoots lightning at you. This isn't really a problem unless you move too slow. As long as you keep moving, you will be fine here. These axes are in two sets of two, so you've got to watch out for that. You can stop in between, stop after the first two, and then run past the second two. Then at the end, there's two pressure plates down there that shoot arrows from that hole in the wall over there. Aside from that, it's nothing much to worry about there. Step through here and you find yourself outside. Down here there is a fire resistance ring, which I'll get just to show you. A couple of baldenites here as well. Baldenites, I don't know what you want to call them. These ones are quite a bit tougher than any of the other baldenites in the game, so don't underestimate them. They can do some serious damage. They also take a bit more damage than you'd expect. I would like to just backstab this guy, but he's just not making it easy for me. Okay. Yeah, even a successful backstab's not doing the level of damage I would really like for this. That's a sniper crossbow up there. To get it, you've got to drop down from where the merchant is. I'll be showing you that in a sec, though. Oh, bad timing there. No more fooling around now. Not till I get to the next bonfire, anyway. Next bonfire is kind of hidden, so you need to know where it is. Otherwise, you may just completely miss it. It's useful to have as well because it's nice and close to the boss. Flame stone plate ring increases your fire resistance, and you're about to see why that's going to come in useful. Although I won't be using it because I'm not going to be taking any damage here. Some people will though. I know I certainly did on my first few times in this place. There's actually a giant up above who throws fire bombs down at you, so you need to keep on the move here. Don't be tricked by that item, just leave it. It's not worth picking up, it's not worth dying for. Drop off through that gap in the wall there, and there we have a bonfire. Only get one by looking at it, I'll take it. I think I should be able to reinforce my spear as well while I'm here. Yep, nice one. It's a bit better. Might as well turn human as well while I'm here. And kindle a bonfire. Because, why not? It's a good place for invasions typically. Sen's Fortress. Get a lot of invasions going on here. Mainly dark wraiths though. Sorry, I had a phone call there, I just cancelled it, but whatever. Flasks, obviously better than 5. Remember, gotta keep moving through here, don't slow down, don't stop, or you will get firebombed. Firebombs are no fun. There's an optional enemy over here and a few items to collect. And there's this Tower Knight, this Berenigi Tower Knight guy. Usually drops large Titanite shards, I think. You can take a beating though, if you haven't got much damage. He's pretty slow though, you can easily just get some cheap attacks in there. Just roll back to get away from him, it's not really too difficult. Okay, but watch out for those double swings because he does them from time to time. And he usually does it so fast that you don't have any time to react if he goes for the second one. Damn it. Come on, stop being a pussy. There we go. I'll take that even if it was a bit cheap. Yeah, he didn't drop anything for me that time, but he often does. Usually Titanite, I think. Titanite, large Titanite shards, I believe. Now there's an NPC up here, well not an NPC rather, but a sort of a guy who wants a fight. This guy has a unique Rapier weapon, which is worth getting. You will get it when you kill him. Best to just hit him heavy and hard, otherwise he's going to come up to you and he's going to start thrusting that thing in your face. You've got to watch out for his parries as well, because he will parry your attacks. And if you're probably aware of this, but thrusting weapons do a hell of a lot more critical damage than most other weapons. So you don't want to get hit. You don't want to parry you and then riposte, because it's not very nice, basically. But yeah, that's Ricard's Rapier that I got there. Divine Blessing. Rare Ring of Sacrifice, that'll come in useful later. The Divine Blessing is basically just a potion that cures you, it's one use only, and it also removes any status ailments, like, I think it takes away a curse as well. Or it might not, I'm not 100% sure on that one. Gets rid of poisons and toxin, bleed damage and all that kind of stuff. so it can be useful. I'm just gonna head straight. Well, I'm gonna go to the merchant first. Remember that giant up above still going by a long time, so I'm gonna get him on here. Now, to make it across here, try to stick to the left side because the bridge is a bit more extended on that side. If you try to jump through the bigger gap on the right there, you'll just fall down below. You won't die off the fall, but you'll land down below where those Balder Knights were and where that sniper crossbow was that I pointed out before.
Ah, what? What? Who are you? Ah, another undead, eh? I took on Sands Fortress alone, but I'm no different from those vile creatures. I was driven by conceit. Ah, you think you're different? That you can handle it? Yes.
This guy's kind of depressing.
For I was the same.
He tries to drag you down with him, of course.
With your soul searching.
He sells quite some pretty good items here. The green blossom's good. Black firebomb's useful. He sells large titanite and green titanite, which is what I came here for, basically. He also sells a few good weapons, Baraniki weapons and Balder weapons. If you can't be bothered to farm the Balder shield, it's, you know, you could buy it here. In fact, I'm going to buy one because I want to
make something enough. What is it?
I've got so many souls, I've never even used any of them. I want that. It's an awesome weapon. In fact, I'm going to buy the tower shield as well because I'll need it later to upgrade so that I can get the Great Shield of Artorias. So that's what I'm aiming for in this playthrough. He sells lightning and spell resistance rings. He sells the Katarina armor, which is what Siegmeyer's wearing. He sells the steel armor, which is I think what he's wearing there.
There you go, another breakfast. Yeah, yes, you.
I'm not too worried about armor right now. I mean, it would be good. It would be a nice upgrade to have that, but I'm not going to bother with it because I'll be getting I'll be getting the armor that I want, basically, that I'm going to be sticking with. I'll be getting that after Anolondo. And you come down here to get the key. This is I used the master key to free Logan from his cage, but if you don't have the master key, then you've got to collect that key from there. Although the master key doesn't let you open the shortcut, so you may want to get this just to open the shortcut. Although chances are you may never use the shortcut. See how this guy died, just out of curiosity. Oh crap, forgot about that. You know, that's probably what killed him. So I'm gonna get a move on and get out of there. You can actually get to that area down there. If you fall into the tar pits and you climb the ladder out, there's actually a illusory wall next to the top of the ladder that you can open. Although the only thing there is a giant, and you can just kill him, basically. It's not really nothing special for doing it. There's no items or anything. Just good few thousand souls from killing the giant. This is the shortcut. It takes you back down to that first bridge in Sands Fortress. Just step in and out of the lift to use it. I'm just going to head up now and do the boss in this place. Not before I admire the view, that is, though. And actually, you can actually see forests and stuff down below there. So yeah, this world is so damn mysterious, because there seems to be another world below this one, which you see when you go to Ash Lake via the Great Hollow, and you're basically down below the clouds. I'm not sure whether that's a separate world. It's kind of a place in the introduction that you saw the arch trees and stuff. But that seems to be some kind of separate world underneath this one. This guy doesn't respawn after you kill him. He does some serious damage as well, so you want to watch out for it. Try to just avoid him. Yeah, exactly. Just try to avoid his damage as much as possible. And if he starts stomping about, it's time to... that's your cue, basically. Yeah. You want to get the hell out of the way when he does that, because he goes absolutely berserk. He'll hit you through the walls, and then he needs to take a rest after that, which is your chance to rush in, do some damage. Apparently I'm not doing anywhere near enough damage here. It may take a couple of attempts. Yeah, it's making it nice and easy for me. Use some heavy attacks this time instead. We can do some more damage. I don't have anywhere near enough stamina to hit him how much I need to hit him, nor do I have the strength really to finish him off quickly. Yeah, time to move out again. Oh no, this guy isn't a boss. It's just a random giant. It's a few of these guys in the game. Only gives you a Titanite chunk, which is always nice. That over there is the boss, the Iron Golem. The other giant down there is the guy who drops the boulders down there that we saw earlier on. Oh, how convenient. Got somebody to summon here. Although, disregarding other players, I will be summoning Knight Tarkus, because this guy is probably the toughest NPC in the game. I mean, this guy's actually capable of killing the boss on his own. I've seen him knock the boss off the edge within the first like 10 seconds of the battle before. Not that that happens regularly, of course, it was just a random thing that happened once, but he's always there though, no matter what. There's no prerequisites or anything. As long as you're in human form, you can summon Knight Tarkus. See if there's any, see if I can get another player in, it would be nice, just to make it a bit easier. The Iron Golem's not a difficult boss though, to be honest. It's really not. I will be sending a message to any other players that are summoned into the game during this playthrough though, to let them know that the videos are up and they can still see themselves in action. So let's hope this guy gets summoned, and I'll drop him a line and let him know that he's on camera. Oh yeah, I totally forgot to even equip my boulder shield. What the hell is it? Boulder shield's awesome. It counts as a small shield. It's got really high stability, which means that you can take a lot more damage before your guard's broken. It's a lot higher than some of the shields. It also looks awesome. It's really big, despite that it counts as a small shield. Come on. Plenty of people around, but I don't seem to be having much luck summoning people yet. I don't know why that is. I'll have one more try to summon someone after this, and then if it doesn't work, I'll just do the boss with Targus. Okay. Yeah, you wouldn't want to mess with this guy. It's a good thing you don't have to fight him. Summoning failed. Not good. There's probably quite a few people around here doing the boss. There usually is. It's usually easy to get summons, and it's usually easy to summon other people. Screw it. First thing this guy will do is try to do a ranged attack where he swings his axe and it basically shoots this invisible thing at you. Just sidestep it or get behind something. It's really not too bad. You just gotta watch out for his grabs and his axe swings. If you've got Targus with you, you've got nothing to worry about really. Just try to stay out of the fight as much as you can. Let Targus do the work. You can easily handle the boss on his own. He'll also stagger the boss for you, which affords you the opportunity to rush in and do some major damage without any chance of the boss attacking you. Like, you see the amount of damage I'm doing compared to Targus, it's ridiculous. You've got to make sure that, like, even if you're blocking on this, you've got to make sure you don't have your back to the edge. There's a successful block will still knock you back, and if that happens, then and you're near the edge, you will fall off the edge, and it's not good basically. So that's a grab attack. It usually does major damage, but on Targus it does practically nothing because he's too badass. For some reason you can't do any damage while he's grabbing, which is annoying. Go on Targus, knock him off the edge. Come on. See, the sheer amount of damage that Targus does is insane. I'm not sure if this guy works kind of like the Tower Knight. Oh shit. I think this guy might work kind of like the Tower Knight boss in Demon Souls, where if you hit his ankles enough, he gets staggered and falls down. So there is a way to stagger him. I'm not sure how exactly you do it. I'm assuming it's probably by attacking his feet, his ankles. I really think this boss is kind of a tip of the hat to the old Tower Knight from Demon Souls. Awesome Targus, great work. And with that, I'm going to stop the video here. The next video will start with me back in the same place. I'll touch the Ring of Light and I'll make my way to Anor Londo. But I'm not going to do it yet because I want to revisit the merchant down there and buy some large Titanite shards and upgrade my weapons and stuff a bit. So I'll catch you in the next video for Anor Londo.